I am the Kung Fu Master. Hey, Sensei wouldn't give me a robe, okay? This'll have to do. What? Yeah, yeah. Gameplay modifiers, jump higher, infinite ammo, highlight NPC. Weapons are overrated in the art of Kung Fu. Your damn breast knucks. How dare you give me your breast knucks? Screw your breast knucks, I don't want them. It had to be done. I needed to preserve my honor. You will understand someday. This Sunday, my alter ego, Strange Decibel, will handle the tasks where I could not. He will finish the job, I am sure of it. Gameplay modifiers, no fall damage, no explosive damage. Let me try that again. Gameplay modifiers, no fall damage, no explosive damage. Highlight NPC. What? The Kung Fu Master has many arts, and that involves kicking butt without any guns. But in the Journey's case, the art of Kung Fu means just running away like a little pansy. I lost my guns. I didn't lose them, I just chose not to use them. I don't need your weapons. I'm not touching your guns. I know you want me to take them, but I'm not touching your guns. Nor am I going to be opening that little hatch there just to show you how insignificant all of it is. I am the Kung Fu Master after all. I can play without it. I will win without this. This is part of my daily regimen, jumping across platforms. It is just an ordinary day in my school. I mean my school, my sensei school, that I've been training there for ages. Where am I going? Oh, I am swinging across. Where am I going now? Oh, I see now. Do not give me a gun, sir. I will not take your gun. The gun is not Kung Fu. But this is... Oh no, they have a shotgun, and they have an invisible wall that pushes me down. Your invisible wall will not hold me forever. You want to shoot me? You're gonna have to... Oh, you shot your own ally. That is not a very friendly thing to do. What the? You keep giving me my handgun. I do not want a handgun. Ma'am, are you okay? That is what happens when you get hit by the touch of death. And to ensure that I never get a handgun again. Now all the handgun bullets are gone, because I don't want your ammo. I don't want your charity. I don't want your help. You know the art of Kung Fu, but you do not understand it. And that will mean I have to leave you now. Oh my god, why did I run near that explosive barrel? I should not have done that. What the hell was that? I do not know. But I'm running now. We are going. This is probably not the correct answer, but I am going anyway. Looks like it is time for me to swim with the fishes. Because it allows me to stay away from danger. I have escaped danger, even though it took a while, and now I'm stuck underwater. Where the hell am I swimming? For some reason, the rock seems to have pushed me deeper underwater, and now I'm in unknown lands. But this land is not unknown for much longer, as I swim towards the ship that is floating in the air. I have now just realized that I'm swimming away from the finish line and making things more complicated than they need to be. But that's what a Kung Fu Master does. He finds a way through adversity. It appears that I have swam back to the very beginning of the map, having to start all over again. This is most unfortunate, because it means that I have to do all of this all over again. The Master has returned, and he is here to take over your planes. But before then, he must jump back into the water like it's nothing. Like it is nothing. And he's swimming along quietly. Goddamn rocket launcher. You cannot blow me up with your rocket. Not while I can swim with pride. I mean swim underneath a rock again and get stuck. Move! Move, you stupid rock! Move! Don't make me chop you in two. They want me to use a boat, but I am not using a boat because I do not know how to drive. Driving is for pansies. I will use my fist to drive. It appears that you have to use the vehicle to actually get back on the land, because I can't actually grab hold of the rock, or even get a footing on. Most unfortunate. Maybe I can stand on this, and everything will be okay. Everything is okay, now that I'm standing. I have found the way forward, though it is not going to be easy to proceed. The only way to get up is to get spotted by those little dickheads over there. But I've been spotted, and now I'm going. And then I hit him with the shotgun, and it looks like I have won this game. Kung Fu Master for the win! What? Your new sensei is proud. Go with honor. It appears I must get down to business, because it is time to kick some ass with my Kung Fu skills. Oh, and a word of warning, there's going to be a lot of video cuts that happen during this map, but it should have an ending that everybody will be satisfied with. You cannot handle my Kung Fu skills, that's why I do not have the need for any weapons. This is a preset template. This map is already off to a horrible start. Let us begin this game. Let us go, as we knock out 40 bitches. There is a dog down there, and that is where the Kung Fu fight starts. There, it took you for a while. It took a long time to finally get that doggy over here, and now the real Kung Fu fighting begins. The fight is over, and I have beaten the dog. Were you happy that I beat the dog? And now I have to beat another dog, because that's the only way to proceed, or at least get them out of the way. Come here, doggy. Now let's fight. Ha! 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 Touch of death! That last punch was the touch of death, because that would work on the dog. I had no intention of breaking any necks until I saw what enemies that we were fighting, but it appears I have no choice, because actually punching them would just take way too long. It would take way too long to actually punch them all, so I have to break their neck. As long as you don't give me gun like the last mission did, everything will be fine. I will just snap all your necks. It appears that every battle is going to end with you getting your neck broken. Hwah! And the dogfight begins again. Let us go, doggy. It is time to battle. Why do you put me in that stupid animation every time? I do not know. You doggy have taken away all of my body armor, and I am upset about that. For a short while. I do not need your guns. I will not take your guns. I will do this entire mission. Kung Fu style. Ooh, Kung Fu masters can use melee weapons. That is okay. Give me your melee weapons, and I will... It fell through the floor. Never mind, I don't need your melee weapon after all. And another neck has been broken. How many more necks will be broken in this frozen tundra? This frozen state. There's another guy with a gun over there, and that is one that I'm definitely gonna have to break the neck of. If you get spotted. If you're not a ninja, you're not a Kung Fu master, you're not a ninja of any kind, you can't sneak, your chances of winning pretty much go all the way down the toilet, because there is no place to hide. The map is way too wide open. All of these people have been terminated, so now I must move on to the next section. We move on to a section where more guys now have guns, and attack dogs are waiting. They are also I almost got spotted and failed my Kung Fu mission. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. But I didn't get spotted. But I do see more attack dogs. How many more dogs are you gonna summon here in this mission? I do not know. As long as I don't have to deal with Joseph, everything is fine. The Kung Fu Master can survive. But even then, boom, I've got a melee weapon and I'm ready to roll. But I need more melee weapons if I'm going to deal with a Jacob. We will sneak over here because this area seems to be very clear. We are going to this area with these floating buildings that are in the sky. Yep, they're floating. They're just floating up there and there's snow inside them. That just shows you the art of the creator. As I come to this attack dog and begin a fight with the attack dog. Come on, doggy, let us punch. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof woof. The doggy is down, and that was to be expected. You cannot handle the Kung Fu Master. If you just turn around, I can go ahead and take you out. The Kung Fu Master prevails and takes out the enemy. And he will take out another enemy that is standing over here looking at the middle of nothing. Everybody knows that nothing is the best, but they are definitely not the best. All the enemies in this area have mostly been terminated, just one enemy left, and I don't even need to be stealthy with him. Time to go to the church to see if there's anything there that I can chop up to bits with my own two hands. There's an animal breeding ground going up top at the church. Look at all them attack dogs that are just placed there randomly. It does not look like that there are any humans for me to slice up with my hands, and this is an out-of-bounds zone. What the hell was the point of this? Another dog for me to put down to the ground, the cold, freezing ground. Well, in that case, all I have to say to you is floating ammo stash, right there. Floating ammo stash that is still floating, and it will always be floating. They have learned the art of Kung Fu, because they are walking on thin air. They feel enlightened. That is not Kung Fu, I do not think. You cannot stop the Kung Fu Master, no matter how hard you try. Let us go over here, to this area, this section of the buildings, that there's probably more enemies for me to chop up with my hands. Sensei is getting a little irritated because obviously this map has been not really all that good. Not all that good at all, because it's just random buildings on a palette with no reason. Especially when almost every one of these buildings looks like this. That is a lot of people for Sensei to go and chop up into little bitty pieces with his own hands. But Sensei will prevail. Sensei will do. Sensei will win. I thought that was a real person, and it turned out to be a fake. That person sitting on the ground is a fake, and now you will suffer. Who else wants to be chopped up by my Kung Fu hands? There's 3 enemies there. Actually, there's 2. One of them's a fake. The other one's an attack dog. I have alerted an attack dog. It is time for me to show this puppy who's boss. I am your new master, Kung. You little pup. No, you will not bite the Kung Fu Master. Now submit to my hands. The Kung Fu Master is prevailing over everything, including whatever's floating in the air right there. That vine that's in the air. And more ammo stashes that are in the air. Sensei just wants to cut off this map now, after seeing all of this. And that is exactly what I'm doing. I am cutting off this map now, because you have seen everything that there is to see on this map. There is nothing brand new to be found. This map has no honor. It does not play by honor, because it ends up spawning a bunch of Jacobs and a bunch of Josephs at some point in time. It reached a point where I actually had to take a gun and be able to fight back, because there was no way that I was breaking their neck. I fought, I bled, I cried, I destroyed more pups, and I even got confused because there was a Joseph on top of the church. I thought that they were inside, so I was going underneath, finding nothing, and I even fell through the map trying to get to them. Eventually, I figured out they were on top of the church and fired a rocket, The first rocket did not work, but the second one definitely did, and it was enough to take him off the building, and everything went according to plan. According to plan being the Jacob spam that was having me do a whole bunch of hit and runs, because that was the only way to survive. Like I said, this map has no honor. Eventually, it reached to a point where I needed to grab the ammo from the ammo stashes that were floating in the air, just to hold enough rockets to be able to get the Jacobs. And that's where we reached to this point. Oh, for fuck's sakes! The Kung Fu Master's dead. It was for the best that Sensei went down, but to go down to this map, such dishonor, such shame brought to me, and to my Sensei. That'll be all for now. Thank you so much, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!